This was one of the most extreme cases of gaslighting that I ever went through, and I almost killed my manager in my house because they had not promoted my fourth album. They had not promoted my fourth album well, and it didn't do well. And everybody was like, I didn't even know he was coming out with an album. Like when I was like, why? What's going on? Ain't nobody's buying my fucking album. It's crazy. And it was like, we honestly didn't know you had an album coming out. And this was when I was like real heavy on Twitter and shit. And I was having a meeting with my manager, and I was like, man, I don't think we promoted the album well enough. I don't think we really took the initiative and made sure people knew that it was coming, or we really didn't put anything before it. We just did a photo shoot, made the album cover, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, no, I don't think that's it, man. And I'm like, well, I understand it's your job to do those things and make sure those things happen, so I can understand how you feel attacked about this shit. And I'm like, that, but you sound stupid. That sounds stupid as fuck. And he was like, nah, man, I just think people don't like auto-tune anymore. And I was like, what? It was like, yeah, man, I think people just don't like auto-tune anymore. I think nobody bought your album because people just don't like auto-tune anymore. And I'm like, but there's other people that use auto-tune a lot that are selling crazy numbers. And he was like, yeah, I just think they don't like you using auto-tune anymore. Maybe you should take the auto-tune off. And I'm like, but the album is out already. Do I put out another version? I was like, I don't know, man. I just don't think people like auto-tune anymore. And you know what's crazy? Guess what? I choked his ass out right in my house. I choked him out. I had to get pulled off him. I grabbed him by that stupid fucking collared shirt, pushed his ass up against the wall, and choked his ass out.
What's good? It's Timeless Rock with TR Mentality, man. Before we get into the video, make sure y'all own your own shit. Let's get into the intro. Now, before we go any further in this video, man, make sure you go ahead and like the video, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram at TimelessRoc Music, man, and make sure you share this video with anybody who can relate and need this information. In this clip, we got T-Pain talking about the dangers of having bad management. And this story fucking crazy, man. It's just about, like, what I'm taking from this story is just the fact that T-Pain manager was trying to come up with every excuse as to why he was doing his job correctly when it's obvious he wasn't doing the job at all. This man went back and forth with T-Pain talking about, I don't think they like auto-tune on you no more. When T-Pain obviously told the man he don't think they promoted the album enough. And as the manager, T-Pain said he's the guy who is in charge of making sure these things are happening, making sure they roll out the album the right way, and making sure they're doing all the promotion that they need to be doing for this album to succeed. This is why you got to make sure that as an artist, you got the right people in your corner. Make sure you know who is in your corner at all. Make sure that whoever is in your corner and they working with you, they working for you, you got to make sure they doing what they supposed to be doing and what they're getting paid to do. You got to make sure they got the right intentions for you as an artist, making sure they want to see you win at all times, and basically that they not going to say dumb shit like what his manager was saying. Also, man, if you got a manager, you got to understand that they work for you. You cannot let them tell you what to do. Yeah, they can give you pointers, you can take advice for certain things, but when you know what they're talking about, some other things trying to guide you and tell you what you need to be doing, they work for you, bro. You get to call the shot. They can get up out of there and get replaced. You as the artist, you can't be replaced. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can't just one day say, hey, you as this artist, we're going to swap you out and come up with a new guy and just keep the same name. You have to understand anybody that's working for you and getting paid by you have to make sure that they understand their place and make sure that they know that they work for you. Of course, you ain't got to be no asshole about it, rubbing it in their face like you work for me and all this type shit, but y'all get the idea. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. And, man, this just goes for anything, man. In this whole career that we all building up as artists, man, we got to make sure we watch who around us, rather it be management, agents, family, friends, whoever, anybody that's around you, you got to make sure they're the right people and they got the right intentions for you at heart, and that they want to see you succeed and they want to see you be the biggest that you can possibly be, and everything gonna work out for you in the right manner. But hey, man, I'm gonna leave this video on that note, man. Y'all like the video if y'all fucking with what I'm talking about. Make sure you leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on the topic, and also make sure you share this video with anybody that could relate and need this information. And I'm out of here, man. Shawty quick to tell a nigga that she don't need me, or that she gon' leave me. And I can't lie, got me feeling different. Got me really